mangyayari kapag tumingin ka? That is the most mind-boggling question. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the creative mind behind Huwag Kang Titingin, story creator and writer, Ice de Guzman.
Thank you everyone sa pagpunta po and sila yung bida dito. Thank you everyone.
That is the quick photo op I've ever seen in my whole life. Thank you, Sir Ice. At syempre mula sa ideyang ito ay nagbigay buhay ang isang kwentong magpapabaligtad po sa lahat. Because of his vision, this movie has come to life. But unfortunately po, nasa New Zealand po siya ngayon mga kaibigan and can't be with us today, but he sends his thanks to everyone here for the support. Let's give it up for the director of Huwag Kang Titingin, Direk Frasco Mortis. Direk! Yeah, welcome Direk. Live from New Zealand. Wow, look at that. That is the most nonchalant photo. Ay, Direk. Alam niyo po mga kaibigan, GMA Pictures has been known to produce top-notch horror films including The Road. Naalala niyo pa ba yun guys? Ouija, Kubot, The Swan Chronicles, P77, and the box office hit KMJS Gabi ng Lakim, the movie. And this April, just in time for summer, comes Huwag Kang Titingin, a chilling Gen Z horror film that explores the frightening consequences of curiosity taken too far. Wow, look at those words. And now, to give us a short message this afternoon, may we call on Attorney Annette Gozan Valdez. Hello, Ma'am Annette. Ano, Annette?
Tatakpan ko sila. Ang ganda-ganda ng cast. Ayoko sila takpan. I think dream cast talaga yung mga nandito. Good afternoon muna po sa lahat ng nandito today and salamat sa pagpunta nyo. I think ito yung parang collection of one of the most beautiful cast members ever ng GMA Pictures. Di ba? Ang gaganda, parang hindi lang maganda, ang fresh, ang vibrant. So I think one of the pulls of this movie is our stellar cast. Talagang ang ganda ng combination and I'm very happy na lahat kayo ay nasa movie na to. First movie rin to. Sino-sino yung first movie? Shuvi, Anthony, Allen, and Charlie. So, first horror. First horror movie ng iba. But more than the cast, I think ang magugustuhan talaga sa pelikulang ito ay ang kwento. So, actually, mas ma-explain yan sa inyo ni Ice tsaka pag napanood nyo na yung pelikula. But, after Kapuso Mo Jessica Sohos, Gabi ng Lagim ng GMA Pictures, and after the box office hit Malyari ng Mentork, syempre, hindi kami magbibigay ng horror movie na hindi le-level up dun sa dalawang nagawang movies na yon. So, I'm very happy to say na yes, ang Huwag Kang Titingin ay nasa level ng ganon. So, abangan nyo. Exciting siya talaga and I hope na ito yung unang salvo ng horror summer movies or summer movies ng mga kabataan. Hindi lang kabataan, ng mga manonood. Mga Pilipinong manonood ng mga pelikula. So, thank you for being here and thank you for the support you're showing to Huwag Kang Titingin.
Mama Annette, thank you very much. Plus, pero Mama Annette, please stay po. We'll have a group photo with Mama Annette, here with Ma'am Rose. Mama Annette muna. And now, please stay po, Mama Net. We'll be calling po. Superstitions do you believe in and why? Let's start off with Mr. Canada, Michael.
Hello po sa inyong lahat. Good evening, good afternoon everybody, to the friends of the press and the media. Maraming salamat for being here and supporting our movie. It's a very special movie for us. And speaking of the question, superstition, something that the theme of this movie goes along with. And siguro, ako kasi lumaki po sa Canada. May accent din eh. Joke lang. But yeah, I grew up in Canada, but I never got rid of that tradition. Sticking to the Filipino core. I mean, to the Western culture, it's not really the norm for them. Like, hindi sila naniwala sa superstitions. But ako, yung mga simpleng bagay na hindi pwede magpala, so you cut your nails at night, magwalis sa gabi, talaga na-apply yan sa akin ng parents ko. But for me, my most favorite one, and it's two birds in one stone, yung nagpapagpag pag bumibisita ka sa wake. And speaking of pagpag, I really relate to that because Direk Frasco was the director of that. And siguro, even more special for me na growing up, I used to watch that film and now we're a part of one of his wonderful creations. So ayun, I feel like superstitions could just be a belief, but at the same time, it's really engraved in the Filipino culture and it says a lot about our traditions.
In other words, huwag kang hindi magpapagpag. Right.
Tama.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you,
Really, you're really born to shine at that question.
Ang
Charlie,
daming entry, Kuya Bets. Napakagaling.
hirap na hirap na nga rin ako mag-isip. Charlie?
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Charlie Fleming here. Thank you so much for being here again. I do agree with Michael. Philippines is such a cultural place. Like, we believe in a lot of superstitions and such as. But I grew up Christian, so most of the superstitions I don't actually really believe in. I tend to really just put my trust and faith in God for whatever happens, whatever comes next, and whatever I'm doing really at the moment. So past, present, future, I really just give it to Him. So to the superstitions, I did grow up knowing them because my lala was one person who really believed in a lot of people in my family po talaga. But it was instilled in me to really just put full 100% trust in God. So no po, I do not believe in superstitions, and thank you for the question.
In other words, Charlie, huwag kang mawawala ng pananampalataya sa
Never
Panginoon.
lose trust in God. Yes po.
Thank you very much, Charlie. And now, Kira.
Yes po, good afternoon everybody. Thank you for your time and effort to be here with us today. Superstitions, ang galing ni Michael, nakuha niya yung akin eh. Pero another one that I do believe in is, huwag magwales sa gabi. Kasi parang isi-sweep out mo sa bahay mo yung swerte. Yun, recently ko lang nalaman yun, and kaya pala, palaging nagwawalis sa umaga, di ba? Yun. So yun. Pwede sa umaga, wag sa gabi. Ganun.
Yun. So in other, huwag kang magwawalis kung wala kang walis.
Kung wala ka walis. Sa gabi.
Especially sa gabi.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Marco?
Hi po, ayan. What's up? Good afternoon, everyone. Maraming salamat po for coming here. And yeah, to answer the question if meron akong superstition na talagang pinaniniwalaan, to be honest, wala po talaga akong pinapaniwalaan. So, it's more of kapag kami mga ginagawa ng group, of course, bilang respect, is ginagawa ko na rin siya. And growing up kasi, mas naniniwala talaga ako na lahat ng kung anong nangyayari sa akin ay naaayon sa kung anong gusto ni God para sa akin. And to have a superstition, siguro, it's more of yung parang lagi lang mag-sign of the cross every time na may gagawin ako to make sure na meron akong guardian angel. And gagaya nitong ring na to na bigay ng dad ko, I always try to keep this with myself para alam kong nagagayad ako ng dad ko palagi kasi he's also someone that I really look up to. So, yan, to answer that question.
In other words, Marco, huwag kang hindi magsa-sign of the cross.
Yes! Amen!
Thank you very much, Sean, for that wonderful clapping of hands. And now the question will be coming from Mr. Nas Tabares of Pelicula Mania. And this is for Sir Ice. Sir Ice. Ang question po is, how did this collaboration started and why huwag kang titingin ang napili po ninyong material?
Okay, sorry. There was yung habang buhay ni Zach Tabuldo. There was a time na sobra siyang naging dance challenge siya. Tapos it was all over TikTok. Because at that time, si Miss Nessa, si Nessa and I got to talk. Tapos parang she wanted a horror movie. Then yun yung naging basis. Parang what if a ritual became an online challenge? Ano yung mangyayari? Tapos after that, nung medyo okay yung idea, I brought in si Direk Frasco, which is mostly yung collaborator ko pagdating sa projects. We did Pagpag, Siyang Nabuhay Together. So nung nag-hash out na kami ng ideas with Direk Frasco, doon na lumabas yung, since parang gano'n siyang online challenge, what if a new generation of yung bagong mga actors uli yung gawin natin kaya nung ginawa namin sa Pagpag. So, then, yun, tinulungan kami ng Sparkle. At that time, wala pa kaming makast. Then, we just started doing the story. And then, yun, sakto naman na nagkaroon ng PBB collab, the first one. Tapos nagkaroon ng PBB collab and the second one din. So, doon nabuo yung, we were given this beautiful cast of characters, of actors that we have here. Then, during the conceptualization, habang ginagawa namin yung script, we thought of partnering with another production which is Mentor. Kasi, diba, Mentor did Malyari, tapos yung Uninvited. Actually, marami pa silang nasa pipeline na nakaka-excite. Pero, they understand kasi genre films and how to elevate them. So, we talked to them kasi at that time, they were, they were doing things with si Sir Enrico Santos, diba? So, yan. Si Sir, trivia lang to, nung nasa Star Cinema pa kaming lahat, ako, si Sir Enrico Santos, si JP Abellera of Regal, magkakasama kami sa isang unit. Kami ang horror unit ng Star Cinema noon. So, ang nakakatuwa lang na nung naghiwa-hiwalay na kami, si Sir Enrico was able to do the type of horror that he wants to, which is yung Malyari. Yung talaga, that's Sir Enrico at his best. Yan. Which tapos si JP got to do horror then with Regal naman, which is yung, I'm sure you all saw it sa Shake Latino. And eto, ako naman, I got to do What You're Eating with Jenny Pictures and Mentor. So, yun. Doon lang we're all from the same boat, parang ganyan. So that, with that, habang yung nagawa namin yung ganung klaseng concept, and with this young cast, tapos we have a production partner that understands the genre, it's really that mix of formula that would make the movie really, scary to watch. Ayan. Thank you. So ano ang huwag
Sir Ice, in other words, huwag kang sasakay kung hindi same boat. Yan po.
Thank you very much. Ang witty mo.
Huwag na pong ulitin mga kaibigan. And that question is also coming from, maraming salamat din kay Mr. Ralph Liemit of Sunstar Davao. Yun din ang question niya. And now, ang question naman ay manggagaling kay Miss Iza Iglesias of the Manila Times. And the question is again for Sofia and Anen. We usually see you in very sweet, kilig, heavy roles. How did you adjust your chemistry for this horror project?
Paano ba?
Actually, nung ginagawa namin siya, medyo seryoso kami dalawa talaga. Kasi lalo na ako kasi first movie ko to and marami din sa akin na share si Sophie na pag movie daw iba sa serye, like sa serye, kahit kumbaga ilang takes lang dito, talagang kailangan bawat ginagawa yung mga scene talagang kailangan perfect talaga. So nung ginagawa namin siya, I'm thankful na yung closeness namin together is talagang solid na. So mas madali nang mag-adjust kung ano yung mga ibibigay namin together. So I think, ayun, doon siya dumali.
Hindi, actually nga po noong una gusto na paghiwalayin kami ng tent. Kasi yung characters, kita naman sa trailer na hindi kami close dapat in the story. Iisa lang yung tent, so magka-tent pa rin kami. Pero ginawa namin, when we have scenes together for the day, medyo hindi kami masyado nag-uusap na alam namin madidistract kami sa characters namin. Kasi syempre malalim yung pelikula. And ayaw namin na maging distraction pa yung closeness namin in real life sa characters na pinaportray po namin. And adjustment sa chemistry, it's just there. Wow, feeling! Wala. Hindi na namin na-adjust yung chemistry. Ayun lang talaga.
Actually, yun din talaga yung maganda sa movie na to kasi iba siya sa mga ginawa namin before. Medyo malalim yung character namin dito. And yung character ko dito, actually, medyo hindi ako nagsasalita about my character kasi medyo malalim yung character ko dito. So, ayun, madali naman kami nakapag-adjust together.
In other words, huwag nyo silang paghihiwalayin ng tent. Okay, Sir Ice, nako, another question po for you. The movie is set for April 15 since it's a summer horror release rather than the usual MMFF slot. What makes this the perfect summer nightmare for Filipino audiences?
Grabe yung perfect summer nightmare. Teka lang.
Go, Sir Ice.
Well, nabigla ako doon. Hindi, kasi summer naman kasi, di ba? Summer is content season. Ayan. Content season, sabi kasi we post everything sa, di ba, yung, yung beach attire mo, yung travel vlogs mo, kahit summer body, you post it. So, eto kasi what if something private, something sacred na hindi dapat nakikita ng lahat, maging content? Paano pag naging ganun siya? Ano yung mangyayari when something sacred is parang bastardized online for content? So, ano yung mangyayari doon? What would happen? What's the consequence of that? So, yun yung tinalakay namin dito. That's what I think yung summer and yung horror would go well, very well together. And just so something lang, kung ano yung nakita ninyo, lahat ng pro materials namin, kung ano yung nakita nyo sa trailer, dahil hindi yun yung pelikula. Once you get into the theaters, hindi. Kung ano yung nakita nyo sa trailer, hindi yun. So, isa pang namin, summer is an experiential sa atin, di ba? So, ganun namin sana gustong ginawa, ganun namin ginawa tong pelikula to. It's an experience for you guys sa theater kasi we value yung pagpunta ng audiences sa sinihan. Hindi siya basta-basta kasi, di ba? So, we value na yung mapupuntahan nyo doon, hindi lang siya papanoorin. It's an experience that you can share with everyone else. Yep. Thank you.
Sir Ice, in other words, huwag niyong ikukumpara ang story ng pelikula sa trailer lamang. And that is your first ever movie. How are you feeling that your first movie is a horror project? And what challenged you the most? Who among your co-stars really help you on and off screen? Answer in 3 words. Ito lang ang haba ng question. Anthony?
Actually, guys, to be completely honest, it was very, very easy to shoot this horror film. Mostly because GMA and Sparkle had given me the resources to really hone in on my acting skills. Of course, I was pulled into showbiz very, very fast, so I didn't have much time to get into acting and really learn the skills. Obviously, I started off in modeling first, so yes, both are in front of the camera, but acting really requires a lot of emotions, different pacing, and obviously you're working with a lot of different actors here, so I also pulled a lot from experienced actors here. I also want to give special thanks to Marco. I've had a lot of scenes with him that required a lot out of me, and he really brought it out. So thank you to the cast and everything. Also, it's super crazy to be doing a horror film as my first film because I feel most people say I'm like rom-com coded a little bit. So, sorry, I think it cut out. But yeah, I'm just super excited and thankful and blessed for Mentor GMA Pictures to give me this opportunity. But in regards to relying on people, I feel like people really want me to say Shuvi, but actually there hasn't, I didn't have many taping days with her, but if I had to say somebody, probably Marco Massa, you know, to learn from somebody younger. No, really, Marco Massa is, I have really took away all of my pride, you know, since he's younger than me. It honestly feels very, very weird to ask him for advice, but of course, acting, he's been doing this since he's been a kid, guys. So I'm able to recognize talent, and he was able to teach me a lot. Thank you.
Wow, Mark. Wow, Anthony. In other words, don't forget to ask for help and Thank you, Marco Masa. Thank you, Marco. Guys, can we all say thank you, Marco? Marco, let's all watch this. Ito na. Guys, this is for everybody. The question is will be coming from Mr. Bobby Requentina of Manila Bulletin. Although wala po siya ngayon, pero maraming salamat po, Sir Bobby. What are your sacrifices for Holy Week? At saan kayo pupunta? At pwede ba... Hello? Ayun po again. What are your sacrifices kayo pupunta? At pwede ba kaming sumama? Sino po unang gustong sumagot? Ladies first. Charlie, do you have any plans this Holy Week? Anong sacrifice? At saan ka pupunta?
Hello, thank you for the wonderful question. Honestly, I'm really just celebrating my Holy Week. Very simple, because it's been a really, really crazy roller coaster ever since after PBB. So I really just want to take the time off to relax, have fun, and enjoy. So this Holy Week, for the sacrifices, not really much on that, but really just taking my time praising God for a lot of the blessings that He gave me and just winding down. I'm going to Vietnam with a few of my friends, some family. Actually, hey, Michael, my best friend's going. My best friend's coming at the Chaska. You know her as Tally from Hating Kapatid. We're going together. My videographer who's there, he's also my best friend. We're going together. Oh, diba? Walang... It's Michael talaga.
Ano to, Michael?
It's just amazing friendship. So yeah, I'm just spending time praising God and winding down in Vietnam with friends. So yan po. It's gonna be my first time going out of the country with my mom.
Wow.
Yeah, so I wasn't born in the Philippines, so I moved here with my mom. So ever since then, it's gonna be my first time going out with her. So I'm really happy.
Wow. In other words, wag kang mag-Holy Week na hindi kasama
Ang
ang
nanay.
iyong nanay.
Yes.
Ang nanay mo.
Pero pwede ko yung sumama. I'll see you there. Just book your own ticket na. KKB na lang po tayo. So yeah, I'll see you guys there.
Sophie?
This Holy Week, same as Charlie, wala naman really sacrifices since vacation talaga with my mom, lalo na paglabas ng PBB for work. So,
Bawi, no, bawi.
yeah, yung Holy Week is spent talaga namin ni Mommy na vacation together. And sana sa Korea, matuloy kami sa Korea, Lord. Sana matuloy. And yun lang, gusto talaga namin mag-bonding paglabas na kaming dalawa lang. Kasi ang dami pa namin mga hindi napapagkwentuhan. And gusto rin namin na mag-food trip, yeah, sa Korea. Yun po.
Oo, sarap nun. No? Wag kang hindi babawi sa time with your mom. Shuvi?
Speaking of time, hello, mic test! Parang hindi ko na pala kailangan ng microphone. Ayun na nga, my own version of sacrifice siguro kasi I've been working here in Manila. Siguro talaga ang pinakamalaking sakripisyo po sa akin ay yung time ko po sa pamilya ko. Kasi malayo, not everybody knows, siguro ako po ay nakatira sa Manila alone and all my family nandun sila sa probinsya. So, last month lang napanaginipan ko yung lola ko. So, I feel like pinaparemind niya ako na you can always go back here. You can always go back to your core, bumalik ka lang. And I feel like it's also, magandang lesson siya na kung may nararamdaman ka man, you can always go back to where you came from para so I'm going back to the island. I'm going back to Bantayan, visit my lola, tapos, renew my internal health, lahat na mental health. So, yun yung gagawin ko sa Holy Week.
Baga, wag kang makakalimot sa iyong pinanggalingan. Alright, Shuvi. Thank you very much, Shuvi. Kira?
Ako naman, this Holy Week, I don't know if other people share the same practice as I do, pero pag Holy Week talaga, I don't eat meat. Dapat fish lang. Kayo din ba? Ganon. Yes, I see a few people nodding. Okay, thank God. Yun lang naman yung sa sacrifice. And plans for Holy Week, sa ngayon wala pa. So, I don't know if I will be sharing it with my friends or with my family. So, wala pa.
Yun. Kumbaga, wag kang kakain ng beef pag Holy Week. Yan. Anthony?
For Holy Week, we're gonna gonna see. Honestly, I'm very last second. I plan very, very late. But definitely, without a doubt, just going to be resting, guys, catching up on my sleep, working out, and really just investing in myself. And of course, Easter Sunday is going to be coming up, so just celebrating Jesus. And I don't know, just going to be resting, and we'll see what plans I'm going to have. Super last second with my plans.
Kumbaga, Anthony, huwag kang hindi babawi ng tulog. No? Babawi ng tulog. Sean?
Ako naman po, much like everyone else here, siguro napapansin nyo, may common theme naman sa amin na tumira sa Manila mag-isa, ganun, everyone moved here. And I'm the same, from Davao ako eh. Tapos I moved here to work. So, siguro yun yung sacrifice. Every other day other than Holy Week has been a sacrifice. So for Holy Week, gusto ko naman mag-give back kasi my mom celebrating her 50th birthday. So, gusto ko mag-spend ng time with her. We're going to Switzerland together. Yeah. Pwede kayo sumama bro, KKB lang din tayo. Pero nga, 50th kasi ni mama, and yes, we spend time when I go there for the holidays, pero iba kasi yung oras na sinispend mo with intent. Na may intent ka talaga na para sa kanya, na gusto mong pasayahin siya, this is her time, this is her trip. And for me to be able to do that is, yun yung plano ko and yun yung goal ko for Holy Week.
Kumbaga, huwag kang hindi magse-celebrate ng birthday ng mama kundi kayo pupunta ng Switzerland.
And I, thank you.
Marco?
Yo, chill.
Tatlo.
So,
Thank you, Marco.
as for me naman, siguro since I just got out from the house, siguro it's been quite some time din na hiwalay ako sa family ko. And after that, parang syempre nagkaroon ng mga guestings sa mga ganap. So, for this Holy Week, siguro it's not really much of a sacrifice kasi nagawa ko na siya inside the house. And for this time, I wanna spend it with my family lang talaga, and especially my brother, na hindi ko nakaka-bonding ever since. So, siguro simpleng get-together lang with some relatives, and yung favorite bonding namin ng family ko is mag-billiards. So, I just wanna make my brother happy. I just wanna make sure na makapag-catch up kami ng family ko, and makagawa kami ng bonding na talagang maaalala namin every time. Yeah.
Kumbaga, huwag kang hindi magbibilliards kasama ng
Yes, sir.
Allen, I'd like you to answer that in English form.
May I go out? I'll be back later.
Para klase, nagpaalam bigla.
Pandemic pa yung biro niya.
Go, Allen.
Ako, ganun din naman. Wala naman sacrifice. Kumbaga, mag-celebrate ako ng Holy Week with my family talaga. Kasi, yan, kumpleto kami ng family ko. Yun talaga para sa akin yung pahinga ko eh. Yung makasama ko yung family ko na ginagawa ko before yung mga ginagawa ko sa Bicol. Like, lahat ng mga favorite kong gawin, mga friends ko, yung mga pagkain na gusto ko, ginagawa ko siya every time na umuwi ako ng Bicol. And ngayon, siguro yung sama-sama kami makapagsimba ngayong Holy Week. Yun talaga.
Kumbaga, huwag kang makakalimot sa mga bagay na ginagawa mo nung kayo at ang iyong pamilya ay naninirahan pa sa Bicol. Tama ba?
Actually, lahat ng family ko nasa Bicol talaga.
Oo. Ayan. Thank you very much, Anne. Michael.
You know, this Holy Week, I'm excited kasi last year we were in Pinoy Big Brother, some of us. And
Nandun ka ba? Joke lang.
and siguro at the time, I learned to really reflect on sacrifices, and it's not really a week of just relaxation and pahinga. Kumbaga, it's really about God and the sacrifices He's done for us. So for me, my biggest sacrifice is really to think about Him more often and talagang thank Him for all the blessings He's given me this year and moving forward rin. But siguro din kasi as an actor, it's bihira to get pahinga. So what we do is sinusulit namin yung Holy Week. So hopefully I get to find some rest and maybe travel a little bit kahit napakamahal ng gas. Pero ayun, maybe we'll see where I will go this week.
In other words, don't forget to thank God for all the blessings He has given you, your family, your loved ones, and we'll be right back.
Naubusan.
Josh?
Oh, yes. Before anything, gusto ko syempre magpasalamat sa inyo lahat for coming. I know you guys are busy, but you made time for all of us here. And we're thankful, and thank you din, Marco. But anyways, ayun nga. Ako, my greatest sacrifice. Or my sacrifice for Holy Week.
Yung sinabi mo kanina.
Ako yun nga eh. So, ang sacrifice ko nga for this Holy Week. Hindi, of course, I think it's the same as Sean. I'm away from my family kasi and they're really far. So, I can't really go there and come back. Kasi may mga schedule ako na kailangan habulin. So, siguro yun yung sacrifice ko, not spending time with my family. Most of the year. Halos mga 3 weeks na kami nagsasama per year. So, I think that's my greatest sacrifice of not to see them grow, lalo yung mga younger sisters ko, para lang mas maganda yung future ko. So, for this Holy Week, I'll be working then. I'm gonna be doing some online content lang. And if ever may magaya or if I have free time, I might...
Bro, tara.
Pwede tayo. That's lang. And if ever, yun nga, if possible, to go out of the city, that would be nice. Pero at the moment, wala naman. Focus lang talaga ako sa work.
In other words, Josh, huwag kang makakalimot kahit hindi mo kasama ang iyong pamilya at gumagawa ka ng online content sa mga panahong ito. Maraming salamat, guys. Pero hindi pa dyan natatapos ang question. Filming such an intense project, did you encounter something strange in the neighborhood? Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Did you encounter something strange or unexplainable while doing Wag Kang Titingin? Meron ba kayong mga tipong mga creepy stories? Alan, parang nakikita kong handa ka ng sumagot.
Meron na ditong handang sumagot kasi na-experience niya. Go, Sophie.
So, si Sophie pala.
Marami pa ilang version na ng kwento
Sana may ipakita eh.
Yeah. Pwede po pasama sa end credits. Wow! Para may proof. Hindi, pero totoo po kasi, meron akong scene na kinakalagkad. Spoiler yun kinakalagkad ako. So, ito yung shot ng camera, tapos pag ganun. So, syempre, walang natayo na kahit sino doon. Kasi clear the set, walang tao, di ba? Bago po mag-take, lalo pelikula. So, alam na lahat ng prod yun na wala talaga dapat tao doon. Tapos nung nagpapan yung camera, nag-cut kasi may dalawang nakatayo. May dalawang tao na nakatayo doon. As in, kita po talaga sa video. Tapos, nasa wall po kasi na area, yung PA ko. Tapos sabi ko, Mama, may tao ba doon? Sabi niya, Nak, wala talagang nakatayo doon. Nandun ako the whole time. Pero nakita po talaga yung dalawang tao na nakatayo. Isang nakapaa, tapos isang parang black figure. Tapos parang umatras sila bigla. Wala na silang aatrasan kasi wall na talaga yun. So, nung time po na yun, dinaan na lang namin sa set na, uy, umamin, umamin na kayo, alam na yung may nakatayo. Pero wala po talagang tao doon. As in, takot ako doon syempre, pero dahil marami namang tao, hindi na ako nagpadala sa takot. Ginawa ko na lang yung work.
Oh my goodness. So, may mga anong oras yun?
Kung di po ako nagkakamali, mga 2 to 4 a.m. Madaling araw po.
Yes. Oh no, which hour sabi nga ni Jessica. Ayan. Meron pa ba kayo guys? Shuvi, meron ka bang encounter? Sino may yes. Yes, Mr. Born to Shine.
Yeah. Nung nasa taping po kasi kami, may kwek-kwek ako at fishball. Ito nga, seryoso po. Tapos, walang tao sa tent nung kumakain po ako. Tapos lumabas lang po ako.
Kumakain ka ng kwek-kwek that
ng kwek-kwek po. Tapos, kinakabahan ako nun. Paglabas ko, walang tao sa tent. Pagbalik ko, ubos na.
Yung kwek-kwek?
Kinain pala na cast.
Sorry.
So, sino yun? Nakakatakot siya na. May kumain ng kwek-kwek mo na hindi mo inaasahan. So, sino yung kumain?
Si Amazing Betong.
Hindi ka ako kasama sa pelikula. Paano ako nakapunta doon? So, sino? Oo, nag-promo ako nung hindi kasama. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings. Ayan. Guys, sino pang merong creepy stories? Kira, meron ka ba? Shuvi? Anthony, on the set? Or in real life? Alan?
Siguro yung isang eksena namin ni Sophie. Kasi sa mga hindi po nakakalam, yung more on talaga yung mga taping namin dito is laging gabi, kinukunan. So natatapos kami, umaga na talaga. As in, ganun. So meron kami eksena dito ni Aki. Nasa sementeryo kami. So hindi naman ako naka-experience, pero alam mo yung vibe na hating gabi, tumatakbo kami, ang dilim-dilim. Kami dalawa lang, tapos yung prod malayo kasi wide shot. Tapos nandun kayo sa sementeryo. Ako pa naman, sa amin dalawa ko yung mas matatakotin talaga. So, ayun lang, share ko lang.
Oh my God. Guys, Charlie, ikaw meron ba? Josh, Seth, Marco, meron ka ba?
Well, siguro yung atmosphere, gaya ng question kanina, the atmosphere about the set, the overall atmosphere about the set. Sobrang fun lang talaga mag-taping kasi I'm with them and talagang kahit na very intense yung mga eksena na kinukuhanan namin, nagagawa pa rin namin maging masaya. And that's what I love about the cast. So,
Yung mga
Which
free
is,
time, no?
which is
Naglalaro
very
na.
important kasi nga sobrang nakakatakot na nga yung movie kung mabigat pa.
yeah, and kapag dumating na yung kailangan naming mag-lock-in, syempre kanya-kanya na kaming actors queue, so kanya-kanya na kaming mundo. So kapag may time lang to rest, talagang sinispend namin yun with each other.
Guys, ito follow-up question. Sino daw sa cast, if ever na merong magpakita o kaya na nakita ni Sophie, sino sa tingin nyo ang pinakamatatakutin?
Ito po.
Si Kira, ang pinakamatatakot sa grupo. Kira, bakit? Bakit mo nasabi ikaw ang parang ikaw ang tinuro?
Mahilig po kasi ako sa kape, so hindi ko talaga matigilan yung kape. So every time like may kakausap sa akin habang tulad ako, uy, ano ba, ganun. Kanina, muntik si Anthony, I forgot he was here. Oh my gosh, ganun. Yeah. Ganon. Ako yung pinaka magulatin. Yun.
Kumbaga, in other words, huwag kang iinom
Inom ng kape. Yes, tama.
Sino pa guys ang, aside from Kira, sino pang matatakotin? Charlie! Charlie, paano mo nasa... paano ba,
We were
totoo ba na matatakotin ka?
Me, Miss Rose, yung EP namin, she pranked us
Si
on
Ate Rose.
set. Sobrang seryoso ng scene po namin kami ni Josh. We were like locked in right beside each other. Tapos sabi naman, tagal ng scene na to, para isang second lang to, alam namin
Yes.
eh. And then bigla na lang the umaaligid came running out and just like going out crazy on us. And I started crying.
At ang ganda na eksena kasi we were on, nandun na kami eh. Nandun na kami sa point na yun. Eh, hindi namin alam na tapos na pala. May good shot na nakuha. Eh, bumawi lang sa akin si Miss Rose. Ginulat ko din siya.
Nadamay ako sa kanila.
Nadamay si Charlie.
And ako, I'm actually very matakotin. Like, even Josh started scaring me at PBB. I really would just start crying po talaga whenever I get scared na sobrang intense. So, yeah, Miss Rose, and even just... I hate you, Josh. Even just filming this and getting scared, I do get very, very emotional. I'm not sure if it's like a childhood thing or is it an actor thing. But yes po, I'm matakotin.
Kaya nakakatakot gulatin si Charlie. Kaya hindi ko na siya ginugulat. Si Kira okay lang eh, sisigaw lang siya eh. Tapos mananakit. Pero ito,
Mga hampas.
hampasan ako.
Pero si Charlie, paano pag
Pero
natakot?
si Charlie pa natakot. Tapos she's gonna go like into a fetus. And she's gonna be like, as in sobrang nakakatakot. Parang ako yung natatakot pag ginulat ko siya eh. So yeah, she gets really scared.
In other words,
Oo.
Charlie, huwag kang matakot at maging fetus. Yung mga ganun.
Babalik pa po sa nanay ko.
Kaya nga, sa mga kalalakihan ba, meron bang...
Ako po, meron ako. Kaya Beto. Kasi po may part kami na nasa simbahan, ganun, nasa kagubatan. Pag nasa ganun yung mga set nyo, umuasahan na medyo maganda yung CR. Ganon, di ba? Kasi nasa kagubatan kayo eh. So, nung isang beses, ako, si Marco at si Josh, nakaramdam kami ng umaaligid dito.
Number 2. Nakaramdam
Oo.
na number 2.
Nakaramdam kami ng kakaibang kaba. Nagtingin lang kami tatlo. Sabi na, ano, pare, lalaban ba tayo? Sabi nila, tatlo kami. Sabi niya, laban! Laban, nagtawag kami ng service. Sige kuya, punta tayo, kailangan namin mag-CR. Pagdating namin dun, ang dilim-dilim, walang atip, tapos naririnig mo yung kagubatan. Tingin lang kaming tatlo eh, sabi niya. Ano? Jiba? Sabi nila, ikaw mauna. Ako daw mauna. Sabi ko, basta ako, nararamdaman ko na pare. Kailangan ko na talaga. Nag-go na ako. Tapos walang ilaw, ganun. Talaga naka-flashlight po ako ng ganun. Habang nangyayari yung pananakot.
Ano ba to? Ano ba siya?
Sabihin na lang natin may butas dyan. Ha? Di ko na i-describe ng itsura. Basta may butas dyan.
CR talaga siya, Sean.
Kung oo. Sige, siguro. CR siya. Basta kwarto siya may butas sa sahig. Tapos, andun kami, paglabas ko po ng CR, bumalik na po sila sa tent na wala na po yung van.
No, mag-isa na lang si Sean.
Mag-isa na lang po
Sa
ako.
road side.
Oo.
So, in the middle of
Iniwan
nowhere.
nila ako, so sila hindi nila kinaya. Oo. Nagpigil na sila hanggang natapos yung taping. Oo. So sila yung mga tunay na matatakotin.
So,
Oo.
in other words,
Naiwan ako mag-isa.
ang paninindigan ni Sean, huwag kang maging choosy, lalo na number 2 na number 2 ka na.
Tama. Diba?
Oh, ayan, my goodness.
Yun po ang kwento namin.
Ang
Thank
dami
you.
po nating mga natututunan mga kaibigan. At guys, sino pa? Meron pa si Allen, naku matatakotin. Sophie, syempre ikaw, madalas mo kasama, paano mo nasabi na matatakotin talaga si Allen?
Ano po, mahilig kasi kami manood ng movie. So, kada mag-aya ako, sabihin niya, okay, wag, mag-isa ako sa bahay. or pag kumari, nasa labas na kami, tapos may lumalabas sa akin ng mga nakakatakot na mga videos sa social media. Sabi ko, okay, tinamuso niya, okay, wag. Napipig ko talaga siya. Okay, wag kang ganyan, mag-isa ako eh. Gumagano talaga siya, umiinit talaga ang ulo niya.
Allen?
Kasi nga, since laki ako sa Bicol, marami talaga akong mga experience na ganyan. And ano man sabihin, naniniwala din ako sa mga aswang, sa mga multo. Kasi pag nakapunta kayo sa amin sa Bicol talaga, medyo liblib yung lugar namin. And ayun nga, katulad ng kwento ko, na-experience ko yan. Kaya ayoko nakakanood ng mga horror kasi pag natutulog ako, pumapasok sa utak ko. So,
Kapag daladala mo siya.
nadadala ko siya, na-imagine ko siya. Kaya pag may napanood ako na clip, matik pag matutulog ako, nakabukas yung ilaw niya.
So in other words, huwag kang matutulog nang hindi bukas ang ilaw. At huwag kang manonood. Sophie, huwag kang manonood ng mga nakakatakot na mga eksena, Sophie, kung nandyan si Allen.
Ano po? Sorry.
Kumbaga, huwag kang manonood ng mga nakakatakot na mga clips or something pag nandyan si Allen.
Kasi mapipikot talaga siya.
Mga
Ikaw
kaibigan,
talaga.
mga kaibigan, dyan po nagtatapos ang mind-boggling questions natin. Pero guys,